What is up, you guys? This is new IFBB Men's Physique Pro. Eddie Lusk, Mr. Infinite Gains in the building, baby. And we're back on YouTube. I've got so much stuff planned, During that show stretch, I was focused, I was locked in, but now we're in a little bit of an improvement season. We're going to get better. So I'm actually, I don't know if you guys can see it, I'm cooking right now some turkey, red meat, and rice. So I'm hungry. So I'm going to eat my second meal for the day, and then we're going to get this video started, man. What's up, guys? I'm back. Just finished eating meal 2. It was 7 ounces of turkey, a cup and a half of rice, and a half cup of green beans. So feeling pretty good. But yeah, like I said, new Men's Physique IFBB Pro, you guys. We turned pro at the NPC Universe competition this past Saturday. It might have been 2 Saturdays ago by the time you see this video. But anyways, yeah, NPC Universe, we ended up getting second in my class, which was kind of unfortunate because, we went into finals thinking that we had it, thinking that we had first place and that we'd be battling for the overall. But regardless of that, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm excited to be a part of the IFBB, you know what I mean? And it's an amazing blessing, and I'm so grateful. Me and Coach put together a plan going into this show, and we executed it to a T. It was perfect, it really was. So right now we're going into an improvement season, just going to get better, you know what I mean? Going to grow in the right places, do what we have to do to be able to compete at a high level at the pro division, the pro level, because anybody that knows anything about bodybuilding knows that jump from, amateur level, even the national level, to the pro level is pretty big. So we're going to take our time and do what we have to do to be able to compete at a high level. If you know me, I just don't want to step on stage just for the heck of doing it. Like, if I'm stepping on stage, I'm stepping on stage to win, and to be able to do that, we're going to need to grow a little bit, improve in some areas, especially posing. For those of you who don't know, this Universe was only my 4th show of my life. We turned pro in less than a year. My first bodybuilding competition was the Chicago Pro back in October. So not even a year ago, my very first time stepping on stage, and then 3 shows later, 2 overalls later, and 1 second place class finish at nationals later, I'm an IFBB Pro. So I mean, it was really a storybook outcome, you know what I mean? And to top that off, we did it completely natural. Like, there was no steroids used in the making of this physique at all, and that's a testament in and of itself, not only to myself and my work ethic, but to Unchained Physiques and my Coach Mike. Like, the dude is the real deal, you know what I mean? He came up with the plan, and it worked to a T. It was flawless, So no complaints from me, and we're gonna continue to have a long and great relationship together, and just continue to move up the ranks as quick as we can, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's been a while, YouTube. It's been over a year now, but I'm planning on being back. Competition season's over for right now, so I can focus on a few other things. I definitely want to pump more content out across all my social media, Instagram, YouTube for sure. So I'm gonna try and knock out a video every week for you guys, and just going over everything. I'm gonna document this entire journey throughout my improvement season, throughout my prep, going into my first pro show, and even after that, I'm just gonna keep them coming, you know what I mean? Because you guys are such an important part of this whole journey, and I wouldn't have been able to do this without you guys. So I want you guys to be as involved as possible in what it is that I'm doing. So I'm gonna just document everything and get it all out for you guys, and get as much stuff out there to you guys as I can, and don't be afraid to hit me up, like, comment, send me DMs, whatever it is. I'm going to most likely get back to all of you, you know what I mean? And I mean all of you. So just hit me up if you ever want to talk or need advice, or just whatever it is, you know what I mean? Just reach out. But yeah, so I wanted to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about this whole process, this whole season that we just went through. I'm gonna have some clips up for you guys of all my shows, and we're gonna talk about those and go over everything, my feelings, and how things went from show to show. So those clips should be rolling right now. All right, guys, so this is the NPC Titan Open up in Milwaukee. We brought a pretty big package to the stage for this show. I was up there about 199, 200, but we took the Class C first place, so we're battling for the overall right now. As you can see, I'm pretty big compared to the other competitors, but that's something I think that sets me apart in general, is just, my size. But at the pro level, we do need to get a little bit bigger, so we're going to focus on that. But I was still excited to come to Milwaukee, my first show with Coach Mike, first show since October, and to get up there and get the overall against some of these great athletes. That was a blessing, and it really did a lot for my confidence. You know what I mean? It really put me in the headspace like, okay, I can do this thing, So as you can see, I'm shaking my fist. I'm excited. I won the overall, my first show since October, and to come out there with the showing like that was just a blessing. Here's my second show right here, probably 3 weeks later, if that, the NPC Victory Classic. We brought in a much tighter look. I would say that we were on stage at about maybe 195, 196, so we trimmed down a little bit. As you can see, my back definition is night and day, and I was blessed to be able to win my class and take the overall at this show as well. For my second show, lots of confidence heading into Universe. So here I am walking out for finals at Universe, much tighter, about 190 pounds, and if you saw me in person, it was just ridiculous. But the emotions I felt in this moment, knowing that I was about to go pro, were just indescribable.
In third, number 99, Darius Brown. In second tonight, and a new IFBB pro, 198, Eddie Lusk III. And the overview champion and new pro, 167, Daniel Bueno. Great job, gentlemen. Let's see that front pose. Thank you.
So I like to start every workout with 4 sets of 12 to 15 wide grip pull-ups. I like to really hit the lats every day just to continue to grow the width in my back, which is very important in men's physique, or really just in bodybuilding in general. That back definition, that width is key a lot of the times, especially for men's physique guys, hitting that back pose, when we have to face the curtain. So I really like to engage those lats on a daily basis. So right here, I'm hitting close grip bench. I know this is shoulder day and this is predominantly a tricep movement, but I really like to drive home squeezing the chest, so I'm really not focused so much on pushing with my triceps, more so just squeezing the chest, going through the motion, and at the top of the motion trying to get that blood flow. And as you can see, my strength isn't all the way back yet. We're still reversing out at this point. Carbs are still relatively low that first week back from the show, so I wasn't eating too much at this point. I was sitting at about 200 carbs a day still, just to make sure that my body reverted out of the show nicely. We didn't put on too much unnecessary water weight or anything like that, and we just kept everything running smoothly. So strength isn't quite back yet, but we still want to get in and push as much as we can and still give 100% effort. So now we're doing some behind the neck press. I actually just added these in to my workout regimen this day, so I wanted to try something different, something to help hit the shoulders a little bit differently, but I think it works well. I've been doing it for the last few weeks now, and it's been hitting really well. I've been seeing some good results, so I'm going to keep it a staple in my workout program. Again, it's not a lot of weight. The strength, again, isn't really there, but like I said, we're not focusing on the weight. We're focusing on the tension. One of the coaches for Unchained Physiques told me a great quote. He said that muscle responds to tension and not weight. And there you can see me hitting that money front pose. I have a lot of work to do on my posing, actually. Like, it's not terrible by any means, but there's always improvements to be made, and it's all about just enjoying the process and enjoying the journey. You know what I mean? So we're going to continue to work hard, and continue to just progress every single day for that perfection. This is actually one of my favorite things to do, like in the gym in general, but I like to keep it on my first shoulder day of the week. This is actually my second shoulder day of the week, but you know, why the heck not? Let's throw it in there, get these gains. So it's basically a lateral circuit. You grab a heavy weight, do 10 to 12 reps, immediately grab a weight that you could do for a set of full reps for about 12 to 15 reps, and just really focus on driving those shoulders. You're gonna be fatigued, you're gonna be tired. Just push through, get all those reps. Don't put the weight down, just keep driving. And then when you finish that, you're gonna put that weight down, and you're gonna grab a much lighter weight. I think I grabbed 20s for this. Yeah, I grabbed 20s on this one, and I'm pretty fatigued at this point, but now you're gonna grab the lighter weight and do another set of about 10 to 12 holds. So you bring it up, hold it, and come down slow. Really focus on building that tension in the lateral shoulders. This does wonders for your shoulders. I'm telling you, for that lateral delt, this does wonders. So give it a shot. It's one of my favorites. I mean, it works, man. It works. So right now we're hopping over to Arnold press, and I may have used too much weight, you know, just getting a little too cocky in the gym. You know how it is. Once those juices get flowing and you feeling it, you're like, all right, let's go. But you know, I should have lightened the weight and kept my form 100%. But hey, it's one of those days, so we're just gonna crank it out. I really do enjoy Arnold press. I think it's one of the best shoulder movements that you could do. So if you don't implement these in your workouts, I highly suggest that you do. They are very, very key in building that shoulder, building that strength. And after that, I immediately hop up and grab lighter weight, and we're supersetting this with dumbbell front raises. About a set of maybe 15 to 20. Just really rep it out. You're gonna feel that burn. I mean, you've been doing shoulders since the beginning of the workout, so they're already pretty fatigued, but fatigue doesn't matter. We come in here, we get this work, we push ourselves hard every single day. So again, Arnold press, superset that with dumbbell front raise. Right here, we're gonna hop over to dumbbell shoulder press. I'm doing about 4 sets of everything. Obviously, I'm not putting all 4 of those sets in this video, but I'm doing about 4 sets of about 12 to 15 reps of everything, unless otherwise noted. But specifically, this is close grip dumbbell shoulder press. This really hits that front delt hard, really, really hard. Once you hit it and you really focus that mind muscle connection on that front delt, push through the shoulders. Don't just push with your arms, drive those elbows up and push through. This is a really feeling based movement. All right, guys, we've come to the conclusion of the workout. I like to end every single workout that I do with some form of chest motion and some form of shoulder motion. So today we chose pec deck flies. I'm doing 4 sets of 15, not using heavy weight, mind you, just enough to really feel it, squeeze that inner chest, get the blood flowing to that inner and upper chest. Lightweight, focus on the squeeze. Feel that tension, squeeze. And I'm also supersetting those seated chest flies with the lateral raise machine. Again, this is 4 sets of 15 as well. We're not focusing on using heavy weight. We're just trying to build that tension in the muscles, get that blood flowing. do what we have to do to grow. So I think this is a great superset for me personally. Now, I'm not hitting chest flies and shoulder machine raises every day. I do something different every day just to shake it up, but I do always hit some form of motion for those muscle groups.